Oh man, what's up, everybody? Like, I just want to begin to document, my journey in life so that way I'll be able to look back in the future and be like, dang, I remember being in that place. So, like, for the people that become interested in my life, they could look back and be like, dang, like, I'm in that exact same place right now that TZ used to be in, Let me continue to look on his journey and possibly, get some answers or get some guidance to wherever they trying to go in their life, man. But like one thing that I truly realized this year was that, we are living in such great times, bro. Like, I know it's a bunch of things we could be upset about in the world, man. It's a bunch of things that we could possibly like, bro. The possibilities are endless as far as things we could complain about. But one thing that I truly appreciate and I thank God for it, bro, is like, back in the day, like we only had stories of, and like we only had stories of people's lives. Like, yeah, we know the story of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? We know the story of, for example, like Attila the Hun or what's the lady, man? Amelia Earhart. Like, we know all these stories, but we never heard the words exactly from their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have no footage of the things that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And you could believe the stories. You know what I'm saying? We could believe the history, but it means so much more when you see it. And like, that's what things like YouTube and all these platforms give us, bro. Like, they give us a chance for our grandchildren to actually see us. Like if somebody is a creator, you know what I'm saying, and they document their life, and then they have a child, and that child is like 1 years old and isn't in any way able to understand what's really going on, you know what I'm saying? If that parent dies, but they got all this footage of them, you know what I'm saying, that child will still be able to, you know, to some degree know their parent or know their loved one, man. They'll still be able to like go and see what their mind was like, what type of person they was, what they thought. And I just think that's so cool, man, which is why I just want to start documenting my own life, and where I'm going. So that way my descendants can know me for who I am. But I just want to like focus this video, and this video is completely spontaneous. I don't have any guidelines or anything like that for it. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just let it be as fresh and as raw as possible. But I just want to focus in on my 2018. Like, I started off this year, man, confused, bruh. Life just in a complete conundrum. Just confused on like where to go. Like, average 18-year-old person stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just confused, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a couple months out of high school. I just finished up my semester in college, my first semester of college, and like I just had to do some soul searching, bro. Like, 2018 has been, oh my God, brother, one of the best years of my life, bro. This is the best year of my life because I can go back and label this year as the year that TZ soul searched. You know what I'm saying? And started the process of creating the man that he wants to be for the rest of his life. Like, this is the year that I built the foundation that I, completely and utterly have like, you know, like the man I am today is all based on my doing, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, as humans, we get free will, bro. We get free will to do whatever we want to do, man. We get to choose to be whoever we want to be. Like, that's so beautiful, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, like, I'm just looking back, bro. Like, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, man, it's difficult to put into words what you feel when you feel it so deeply. Like, I hope y'all can understand that. Like, just give me some time to gather myself. Let me gather my thoughts, bro. All right. So I started off 2018 very confused. I was in college, man, and I wasn't loving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from a small town. Most people, you know what I'm saying? I'm from a small town, Louisiana. Most people that are from here, bro, don't really make it out, man. Like, it's so many 60-year-old people just riding bikes around this small town, man. It's so many people that just like, like my mom could go to the grocery store, like my mom could go to Walmart right now, bruh, and she'll see like at least 10 of her classmates we gotta stop and talk to. You know what I'm saying? Just because people never leave this place, dog. And for me, like, that's not the life I want to live, bro. Like, I want to live a life that's big, bro. Like, I really just want to do something with myself for other people. Like, I want my life to mean something to somebody else other than myself. Like, just think about all the people with impacts, man, that actually did something, that didn't just follow, you know what I'm saying, the status quo, that didn't just, like, eat off of the crumbs that they was given. You know what I'm saying? Like I go through school, man, like, I was never bad at school, bro. Like, I made very great grades, you know what I'm saying, just off memory. Like, I never applied myself or nothing like that. Like, school wasn't really a challenge for me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, all throughout school, they tell you, man, just, this is the recipe that they feed us here in America. They like, hey, go to school, make good grades, go to college, get a job, work it the rest of your life, only live, you know what I'm saying, only do enough to pay your bills, and then, you know what I'm saying, you'll have about 5 years of retirement, you know what I'm saying, you'll be 75, not be able to do anything by the time we get there, and then just die. Like, that's life, you know what I'm saying? That's the blueprint that they give you. And something in me, being the intrinsic man that I am, looking inside myself, said, I don't want that. Something in me said, TZ, like, I think life is a lot bigger and a lot more fruitful than just going to college, getting some job that I'm not really passionate about, working for somebody else and dying. Like, to be honest, that's how I was feeling. Like, I just felt like another number. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I was going anywhere towards my potential. So I struggle with that. Like, I talk to everybody. I was like, man, like, I know I'm in college right now. Like, bruh, I'm struggling with this. Like, I'm here and my grades are good. Like, I'm applying myself in school for the first time, because if you don't apply yourself in college, like, you gonna fail. So, like, I was applying myself, like, and the grades was good, but I didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything. I didn't feel like I was on my path. I wasn't lined up with who I was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I began to talk to everybody I love, like my friends and family, my coworkers, man. I was like, yo, I'm thinking about dropping out of college. And they instantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, in every story of triumph, there's gonna be people that are gonna oppose your heart. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, everybody was like, TC, what are you doing, man? What you talking about? You trying to drop out? Like, are you trying to not be something in life? And I'm like, no, man, I just don't feel, I don't feel fulfilled in college. Like, I mean, sue me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I'm feeling. Like, I'm me. I know what I'm feeling. Like, I know what you saying, but then again, I'm listening to myself and I know what I'm feeling. And I'm going to choose me every time. Like, I'm going to choose my heart over your opinion, because you're not in my body. You're not me. You're not knowing what I'm feeling. You're not in my spirit. So basically, like, I struggled with that for so long, man. Just juggling. Like, should I drop out? Or should I honor my mom? You know what I'm saying? Of being the first child, being, her first child to, graduate college, or be one of the few. You know what I'm saying? People to, like, in my family, to get an education. You know what I'm saying? And do whatever. So I'm juggling this. I'm like, bro. All my friends, bro, they was like, yo, don't do it, man. Like, what's your backup plan? And I'm like, I don't really have a backup plan. All I have is my heart and what I feel, you know? And it's like, bro, my mom was crying. She was like, don't drop out, this and that. But at the same time, bro, I was like, yo, I gotta do this for me. At the end of the day, this is my life and I gotta live with it. This my bed, I gotta make it. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up dropping out, man. And it was actually pretty iconic the way I did it too. Low key, bro. Like, man, I remember it was the test before the finals, bro. It was the test before the finals in my statistics class. Shout out to Miss Landry, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a very sweet person, man. But shout out to Miss Landry, like, giving all that homework and stuff. But I just remember sitting there, man, thinking in the middle of this test, like, bro, what am I doing? Like, it's so much more I could be doing in my life. Like, I am not fulfilled here. So instead of writing, you know what I'm saying, the answers to my test on the loose leaf sheet of paper, I just wrote Miss Landry a long, 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 basically heartfelt message of where I'm at in life and where I intend to go. The summary of that message that I wrote Miss Landry was, Miss Landry, you know what I'm saying, I thank you for your time. I appreciate you crossing paths with me in my life, but I don't feel like college is the path for me. I don't feel fulfilled here. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like, I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote that and I told her in the message, I was like, I'm gonna be successful one day. I'm gonna do something, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna be proud of. And whenever you hear my name in the future, just remember that it was in your class that I made up my mind to follow my heart. It was in your class that I said, you know what, to hell with this, bro. Like, I'm not fighting with my heart no more. I'm about to line up with who I am. You know what I'm saying? It was in your class that happened. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me in the future and we can sit down and have a conversation about it. You know? And so I ended up dropping out of college. Then I started soul searching. I did that at the end of April. All right? Right before finals, I dropped out of college. Then I did some soul searching, man. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing now? I'm gonna get my fitness in track. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, been running a lot, doing a lot of exercises, anything from weightlifting to endurance exercises to calisthenics. Been doing it all, bro. You know, like, I fell back in love with working out. You know, like, dude, I found out this year that I love to read, bro. Like, I love to read books, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to grow my mind, expand my perspective. Like, I wrote down a quote, man. It came to my heart. You know, as your perspective grows, no, as your spectrum grows, your perspective is able to narrow. And what that means is the more you expose yourself to different situations, new knowledge, you know what I'm saying? You're able to hone in, you know, on whatever you've absorbed, and you're able to pick what you want to believe in. You're able to pick what you want to trust in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that the people that's from this small town don't do, man. Like, they so exposed to this small town. Like, my grandmother is 80 years old. I love her to death, but she's never even been on an airplane, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, these people really never leave, man. They never widen their spectrum. So their perspective is so limited. And I just didn't want to live a life of limitation. Like, I don't want to be chained, man. So, like, I've just read a lot of books, man. This year, more books than I've ever read in my life. And those books have really been life-changing for me, bro. I've figured out this year that I love to read. You know what I'm saying? I figured out this year that I love to, like, I even stepped out of my comfort zone. Going back to college, like, one thing we had in high school, we always had a talent show. And at some point, you'll find out on this channel that I am a poet, you know, and y'all will hear that work at some point. You know, I'm working through all that right now, just trying to gather up how I want to make all this happen. But I always wanted to do it in high school, but I never let my balls drop low enough to actually go and do it. So I said, you know what? In, like, the college that I attended, you know what I'm saying, they have a talent show. They used to have a talent show like 20 years ago. And then my year of college, the one year that I went, they brought it back that one year. So I was like, you know what, man, this must be God telling me I need to join this talent show. I've been putting it off all this time in high school. I need to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the talent show, bruh. Absolutely killed it. You know what I'm saying? In all humility, absolutely killed it. And what I mean by that is not that I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I was so great. I'm saying that I absolutely killed it because I gave it 100% effort, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I left my heart out on the stage, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt so good to expose myself. It felt so good to be vulnerable in front of people, to share my heart with others, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It was in a room of 200 people that I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, in the auditorium. And I just left my heart out on the stage, bro. And it grew me as a man. Like, you know, I grew in confidence. I grew, like, I trusted in myself. I was like, yo, man, like, I really am great, bruh. In all humility, I'm great, man. Like I'm a creation, bro. Like I'm a creation of the universe. I'm a product of God, bro. Like what the hell? Like what was I ever afraid of? Like this is me. Like I am a poet. Like I am, you know what I'm saying? Like my vulnerability is my greatest asset. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an actual human living out my dream. I'm an actual human doing something that I love, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just want my life I want my life to bleed that. You know what I'm saying? I want to inspire others to be that. Like, that's the whole goal, man. So not only did I step out of my comfort zone in this year, 2018, man, and did some poetry, but I also went to other little side, what do you call them, man? Open mic sessions and stuff like that around my town and stuff, man. Did those, had a great time, met some cool people. Stepped out of my comfort zone there. Like, man, bro, like, it's been great, dude. Dropped out of college. Like, for those of you that don't know, man, I'm about to take a giant step in my life. This is about to be the first time that I'm out of my mother's house for good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go and be my own man, bro. I'm about to grow, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife is in the future. Like, I'm about to meet up with her soon, bro. I'm speaking it into existence right now. Speak it, believe it, receive it, bro. It's coming. My wife is coming. The perfect woman for me is coming. And when I meet her, I'm going to show her this video and I'm going to show her how I spoke it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Oh, another thing, bro. Speaking of women, this is the first year of my life that I haven't romantically been in contact with a woman. Today is December 12th, 2018, man. The last date of a romantic relationship that I had with a woman was December 11th, 2018. I mean 2017, December 11th, 2018. So it's been 366 days since I've romantically pursued a woman. Now, bruh, in this time, I realized that, you know what I'm saying, the things that people around my age really put up on a pedestal are not even that important. You know what I'm saying? Life is not about how many women you can score. Life is not about, you know what I'm saying, material things or things that's just for show, bro. Like, this past year has been completely dedicated to who do I want TZ to be? You know what I'm saying? I say this all the time, bro. You know, the universe, God gives us a canvas, man. He gives us a blank canvas. And he says, look, the paintbrush is in your hand. You must paint who you want to be. You must paint what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? And I took a year away from all women just to clear my mind, just to stay focused, to build the man that I want to be. And now I have a foundation of what I am. And it's the best feeling in the world, bruh. Best feeling in the entire world, man. I couldn't be more grateful. Seriously. That's happened this year, man. What else? Like, me and my mother have grown so much closer now that I'm about to leave. And y'all find out soon where I'm going. But like, me and my mother, man, my relationships have gotten stronger. I've gotten strong as a person, bruh. Like, it's just so beautiful, man. And like, I'm saying all this to not only document my life, but like, also to inspire you, man. Like, listen to your heart, man. Listen to yourself. You're not crazy, bruh. If you really not happy where you at, I'm telling you, things do not change unless you change. Like, in college, bruh, I was surrounded by so many people all the time that was just like, hey, man, like, I hate all this. Why am I doing all this? Like, oh, man, finals, like, oh, my God, I'm stressed. Like, I can't sleep. I can't do this, man. All I do is study. Like, I hate my life and all this. And I'm like, why are you there? Like, nobody's holding you there, man. Get out. If you feel trapped, get out. You didn't sign a contract, man. Get out. Go do something else with your life. Go take a year to soul search, man. Go be alone for a minute. Find out who you are. People these days, man, especially people my age, they so scared to be alone, bruh. Let me tell you something, man. This past year, this has been the greatest year of my life. It's been so real. I've been around nothing but people that I choose to be around, nothing but people that enhance my life, man. And sometimes that's nobody. And that's okay because you know what? I'm growing me. I'm doing me. And that's beautiful. Like, people feel like they gotta do things, man. You ain't gotta take nobody blueprint in this world, man. You ain't gotta take shit from nobody. For real. You don't have to, man. You are great. You are great, man. You have the potential to do anything in this world, bruh. Stop limiting yourself, bruh. For real, man. Feel me, please, man. That's all I want. That's all I want people to do, man. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta, bruh, just please feel me. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you live a life completely doing what you want to do, man. Day in and day out, you love what you was doing. You was inspiring others. Like, you just lived a life of love and happiness, man. People think that love and happiness is something that's unreachable, man. They think like, oh, in order for me to be happy, it's some special formula. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I gotta spin around, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do some jumping jacks, you know what I'm saying? I gotta curl up like a pretzel, you know what I'm saying? I gotta shoot in the sky 3 times and catch one of the bullets in my teeth. Like, bro, it's not no crazy formula to happiness and joy and success, bro. It's just being the person that you want to be every single day. Starting over, being disciplined, being consistent. I learned discipline and consistency this year, bro. Waking up at 5 a.m. running, then right after that going to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Inspiring others, you know what I'm saying? Being the best version of TZ that I could possibly be, not only for me, but for those whose life that I cross paths with. Whether I cross paths with your life through social media, through YouTube or whatever, bro, whether I cross paths with you in person, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not always perfect. No, I'm not always feeling great. But, bro, the thing is, man, like, I just feel like life is so much more valuable nowadays, man. Like, this past year has taught me so much about life, man. What matters and what actually doesn't matter, man. Like, for real, bro. But 2018, man. This is a year that I could definitively say I became a man. And for me, becoming a man and what I perceive to be a man has been one of the biggest goals of my life because I'm a person that I grew up in the absence of my biological father, and I grew up with, you know, a stepfather who was there, but he wasn't there like emotionally and like, you know, to teach me certain things that a young man needs to know in order to transition into manhood. So, you know, without the provision of the God that I believe in, man, I don't know where I would be right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my life would look like because God gave me strength to build the man that I wanted to be without a concrete example showing me. You know what I'm saying? So it just means that much more, man. Like, bro, this video is about to be 25 minutes, man. Like, I definitely want to impart something to this world, bro. Like, it's so much, bro. It's so much, man. Like, if you listening to this right now, man, I just want you to know, bro, that I believe in you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like for nobody to believe in you. I know what it's like for you to feel where you need to go and not even know how you gonna get there. But I wanna give you a nugget, man. I wanna give you a golden nugget. It's not even your business of how you gonna get there. All right? God and the universe are gonna conspire to give you what you want, man. To give you what your heart desires. It's not your business. I know where I want to go. I know where I want to be. I don't have the complete formula at this moment today of how I'm gonna get there. But you know what? In my heart, I know that I'm gonna be there. I believe with everything in me. There's not a fiber in my body that doubts that I'm gonna get there, man. When doubt creeps into your life, because it will, man. When doubt creeps into your life, you gotta cast it down right there, man. You gotta overcome that doubt. When like, just, bro, speak your life into existence, man. There's power in your tongue, bro. This video was kind of everywhere. Like I said, it was spontaneous, but I don't give a damn. I felt like I spoke from my heart. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this video can encourage somebody who's maybe, you know what I'm saying, struggling with, man, I don't like my job and I feel stuck, or man, I don't want to be in college. I just feel like I'm doing this for those that are around me because I'm honoring my parents or something. Let me tell you something, man. It ain't your parents' life. This is your life, man. You can't get that time back, bruh. You can't get that time back. It don't matter if you don't have the answers. Just follow your heart. Do what you must do, man. Try your best. Be the best version of yourself, man. It's with peace and love, man, that I come to you, bruh. Y'all be great. Be prolific. Be excellent, man. Be inspired. Do something, man. Come on, man. For the culture, bruh. For the human race that you are a part of, man. Impart something to somebody else of substance, bruh. I love you, man. Y'all take it easy, bruh.